Hi, so if you've watched my last couple videos, you know that I am a big fan of being prepared and taking notes and having a plan, but today is not going to be one of those videos. I have zero notes about what I'm about to talk about. It's just going to be straight from the heart, and basically I'm going to talk about the fact that I've had a really hard day and I've just been really overwhelmed with fear about my mastectomy, which will be in a couple months, and my mortality. And I wanted to make a video about this because I'm sure that this happens to a lot of people who are going through breast cancer or cancer period, or maybe even loved ones who have a family member or a friend who has cancer. And I wanted to talk about some of the things that have helped me today. Thankfully, I have my parents living with me at the moment, so I was able to leave the house and take a step back. So that was really helpful. I think anytime when you're feeling overwhelmed or sad or depressed, getting out of your house can be a good idea. Being outside can be a really good idea too, getting some vitamin D. But I think a part of this sadness and fear is that I'm sort of coming to the realization that I'm never gonna not be worried about my health. I'm never, even if I go into remission, which I'm very hopeful that I will, I think I am always going to worry about recurrence or something else happening to my health, but probably mainly recurrence. And just kind of realizing that I may never not have that fear, that fear may always be there, for the rest of my life, is just, it's overwhelming and it's sad. It's so scary. It's so scary to think that you could even get to a point where you're in remission and still, I guess we all know that there's no guarantees in life, but when it comes to your health, it's just scary. So I kind of was feeling overwhelmed this morning because last night I was thinking about that, and this morning we had some plans that I just wasn't really in the right headspace to do. And so I told my parents that I just needed some time alone, and I was able to get some time alone, and then I realized I really need more time alone. So I told them I needed more time alone, and I'm so thankful and I'm so lucky that I have their help and their support, and they gave it to me, and I was able to leave the house. So being out right now has really helped. Talking to one of my best friends has really helped. I also found a podcast about breast cancer, which I can't remember the name of right now, but I will write it down somewhere over here. And the things that are sort of going through my mind is that it's really important when you're feeling sad or depressed or overwhelmed to know that it's okay to not be okay all the time. It's okay. The fact that I am feeling how I'm feeling right now, even though it's not good feelings, that's okay. We are born with a whole range of emotions, and we need to allow ourselves to feel all of those emotions, because if we just suppress, it's not healthy, and then it kind of oozes out in other ways. So, that's not what we want. And even though it sucks to feel these really hard feelings, it's healthy. So I am just reminding myself and anyone who may be watching that it's okay to not be okay sometimes. as long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else. So I'm just kind of letting myself sit in that. And also I am reaching out. I'm asking for help. I asked my parents to let me have some time alone today, and thankfully I was so lucky to be able to do that. I have like a little weekly date with one of my best friends that happened today. So I was able to talk to someone. Talking to someone who you love and who you trust is really important too, and especially being at this age. Right now I'm 34. I don't have a lot of people in my circle who know what it's like to have cancer. And my friend that I met with today, she does not have cancer. Oh, crap, I'm gonna cry again. But she loves me. She wants to know what I'm going through. So even though she doesn't totally understand it, she is still a listening ear and a sounding board for me. Oh. And then I am going to reach out to an old coworker who I didn't really know that well, but she actually reached out to me, or I sort of reached out to her. We got in touch after my diagnosis because she also had breast cancer. So I'm gonna text her, and sometimes it's not even a matter of solving anything because I can't solve this. Sometimes it's just a matter of letting it out and talking about it or texting about it, or just letting someone know that you are having a hard time, or just having that person acknowledge your feelings can be really helpful too. Oh, God, this is gonna be like the most depressing video ever. But I just thought it was important because this is real, and this is what I'm going through, and I'm having a bad day, and it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to be sad and overwhelmed and stressed, but those are the things that have helped me today. Asking for help, talking to a good friend, reaching out to someone who has gone through this, and even talking it out right now. So, yeah. I think that's all I have to say about that. So, I hope that if you happen to be not having a good day, to just know that I have been there too, and this too shall pass, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Yeah, one foot in front of the other. All right, I'm gonna go back home to my babies and give them hugs and kisses and get started on dinner probably. So, all right, I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.